Okay, Avril, for part D, you want to enter the data in GeoGebra. So you've opened GeoGebra. You can enter the data as individual points. There are other ways to do it, but this is perhaps the easiest. So to enter individual points like 0, 0, we do brackets 0, 0, enter, brackets 4, 8.4, enter, 8, 10, enter, and so on. Of course, then we're going to have to change the axis. So once we clicked on it, we look at the graphics, change the x-axis, say from -1, just so we see the axis, up to 120, y minimum -1, again so we see the axis, up to, we know it's going to be a maximum of about 10, and then we'll see the points. So you can plot all of those points in that way, and you'll see the scatter plot. So let's skip a step here. Once you've got all your points there, you'll see them like this. Actually, I'll just delete this one because I'll show you how to put that in a minute. But the points will look like this. Now you will have labeled the axes, you know how to do that. Remember that you can change the font size if you want to. In here, options, font size, I've set it at 20, so it's nice and big. Yes, it's at 24. The heading I've entered as a text box. We can easily change the font size there. But there's basically the scatter plot. Now, you'll notice that I've got rid of a couple of labels here. The way you do that is you right click on the points and you say show label, turns it off. Right click, show label, right click, show label, and so on, to get rid of those labels. You probably don't want to see them. All right, so then to test out a model to see what it looks like, you click down here in input and you type it in, and you can use appropriate symbols. D for the drug amount as a function of time, equals, say, 1.7708. This might be one that you've got from your graphics calculator. I like to put in the star as the time sign, not always necessary, but I'll put it in here. Certainly you need it between the T and the E for exponential to the power of -0.06739. Again, the time sign T, and enter, and then you see the model compared with the data. You can see that that model is not a very good fit. It does predict the maximum about right, but in size anyway, it's about 10, but it predicts that it'll occur much later than actually occurs in the data. There's the sorts of comments that you can make in comparing this model with the actual data. Now you probably want to label that graph too. You can do that in several ways, but one way is to right click on it, object properties, and you can put the name of the graph in the caption here. Yes, it was D of T equals, and we could just copy this that we typed in, put into here, and there it is down here labeled. You can move it a little bit so it's clear where it is, and there you go, there's one model compared with the data, and you could enter other models down here to compare them. Okay, hope that